All right, y'all. Appreciate all y'all for tuning in, man. Thanks for tuning in to the sports circuit. I'm James Crumble, is my co-host Raul. We get busy. We're gonna talk nothing but those sports. For all new updated material, we're gonna bring it to you.
Yes, sir.
And excuse the catch. I've been trying to unpin it like forever, like for a whole year, and it will not go away. I don't know what it is. Facebook, please fix it. We're tired of it. I can't take it no more. But anyway, I know what it is. We in here on a Wednesday. Yeah, we was gonna wait to Thursday to bring it to you, but we got some new developments and a lot of news in the NBA. We're gonna start with the Karl Anthony Towns trade. What you think about that trade? Karl Anthony Towns going to the New York Knicks. Do you think that makes the New York Knicks a real contender in the East or a real contender for a championship?
I it makes them a real contender in the East,
In the
not
East.
championship just yet.
So why do you think it's just East?
Well, right now you still got Boston who's still intact. You still got a Milwaukee Bucks team with Damian Lillard and Giannis. Adding Karl Anthony Towns is a great fit. You know what I'm saying? But you got to go through those rigorous games where you don't know what to do with him and the outcome of what he brings from Minnesota to New York. You
Okay,
know
so
what I'm saying?
do
You
you
got those, huh?
do you think Minnesota took a loss though?
No, actually, Minnesota ended up. I think Minnesota got the best part of that trade.
Do you?
I think so. I mean, you release Julius Randle because that's what the Knicks have been trying to do for so long. Then you get a shooter in DiVincenzo who gave the Knicks 283 3-pointers last season. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So now you add a shooter. This becomes Anthony Edwards' team because that's what they always wanted to do anyway. You dump salary. Now the Knicks are responsible for that salary. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of key parts that worked in the favor of Minnesota. Do they get better? No. But they won that trade because now they got a legit shooter to match it with Edwards now. And now they can focus on Nazir Reed.
Uh, for me, Minnesota lost.
Yeah?
I don't think Reed is I don't think he's consistent enough to be a threat. Rudy Gobert is just a body.
Bum juice.
He's an overpaid body. He's not there. He's not great defensive. At least Cat still brought defensive awareness along with 3-point ball. It is the stretch big.
Yeah.
You lose all of that now. So you lose interior. exterior defense as long as interior, exterior, scoring. You
Hmm.
got Vincenzo, yes, he's a good player, but he's not the type of player that's going to he's gonna knock down his threes for sure. But he's not enough of a threat.
Hmm.
You know, what's up, Chance? He's not enough of a threat by himself to create that enough of the open space. He's not gonna demand a double team. He can't bang in the inside. Like you, it's just Rudy Gobert. He's not going he doesn't have great enough feet work to create any kind of mismatch problem in the paint. Like he's not aggressive. Now, however, I do think that they could possibly win the trade. Now hear me out. And this is for a minimum, but they go get Dwight Howard.
Mm. Wow. What I'm hearing right now that Dwight Howard's trying to sign with New York.
If he does, it's I think New York is easily the team to beat in the East.
Yeah.
Because Dwight Howard alone, and I think they're gonna be a chance for a championship team if they play right. But I think Dwight Howard, he's the stopper of all big men in the league, right? Like
Yeah.
he has been since he's been in the league. A lot of big men don't want to bang with Dwight. He's too rough. You see, he was easily Joker's problem when Dwight left out of the league. Joker finally won a damn championship. He
Yup.
did not. He'll tell you himself. He did not want to bang with Dwight. He don't.
Yeah.
It hurts. As far as Minnesota, like I said, I mean, with the Knicks, I think the Knicks do become the team to beat in the East.
Yeah.
Uh, Simply because I think Boston got so far because a lot of teams was injured. You
I,
know what I'm
I don't
saying?
I don't consider that I don't consider that a reason during the playoffs or an excuse.
But no, it ain't. But it's real. But think about who they play. Cavs. They play the Cavs, right? Donovan got hurt. Who does the Cavs really have on the Cavs that was gonna be there was gonna be a threat to them?
Hmm.
Right, and they played who else did they play?
The Pacers.
The Pacers. They had 2 injuries. I think it was what's dude
Halliburton.
Halliburton and
I think Miles Turner or something like that.
that's exactly who it was. You got
Yeah.
2 injuries. Now it's not their fault that they took advantage of what they supposed to. If you injured, we're gonna kick you.
That's it.
If they come in healthy, for me, it ain't the 76ers because Joel Embiid just can't stay healthy. And by the time the playoffs come here, he's so unhealthy. Like he doesn't have the energy. He can't keep going. Uh,
Yeah.
Paul George does not do it for me. They would have
No.
been better off keeping James Harden. A,
Hmm.
heal- a healthy James Harden was a better partner for Joel Embiid because
Yeah. True.
he's gonna he's gonna give him the screens, he's gonna get him the dunks. Like it made it a lot easier. Um, but the Knicks, they met Boston every way now. You got
Yeah.
Porzingis. He's iffy because he's injury prone as well.
Yeah. True.
You got Karl Anthony Towns is now Porzingis got to come out the paint, or they gonna battle. I think they can. I think they gonna battle. I think they gonna. I think Karl Anthony Towns gets the best of Porzingis.
Yeah, but the only problem with what Carl Anthony Towns is two things. He's a big that tries to handle like a small forward.
Plays little.
Another problem is that for the last what the 3 4 seasons, he's averaged about 48 games a season. So
Yeah,
that's another issue, depending on what position you're gonna put him in. Because
but
remember, they're getting rid of Mitchell Robinson, so now you're gonna play him at the 5.
what about if they? I'm just saying, what if they do pull the white though?
Yeah, then you put him back at the 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with him and Porzingis at that point match more. You know what I'm saying? They match. I think,
Hmm.
like I said, I think he gets the better Porzingis. I think Brunson, he's busting anybody's ass right now. I don't
Yeah.
care how they look at it. Uh, to me, Tatum has always been he's an overrated player to me. I can't say overrated because he do all the intangibles,
Hmm.
all the extra.
Yeah.
But I think Brown is more consistent than Tatum.
I see where you're coming from, And I think eventually down the line, what's gonna happen is Brown is gonna ask for a trade because the face of Boston is gonna
Yep.
be Tatum.
Yep.
Because Brown and Tatum are literally the same player.
It is. Yep. It
You know
is.
what I'm saying? So I see Brown venturing away from Boston after his contract is up because I feel like he can do it by himself.
What he got? One more year?
I think two.
Last year, I think 2 more years.
I think two.
He might not make it to the second one. You might be right though. He might demand a trade here.
He might demand a trade probably after this season is done. If the Celtics don't make the NBA Finals,
Yep.
then he's gonna say, you know what? I think I see what's going on. I'm gonna go to another team where they're gonna give me more bread. I could be my own star, and Tatum could see what Tatum could do in Boston because he's the face of the Celtics right now.
Yep. And they look at see Jaylen Brown. They treat him like Kyrie Irving because he's into his roots. He don't go with that bull crap. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He ain't with that system. So they treat him just like Kyrie Irving. So and I like you said, I think he's gonna be on his own team. Kyrie Irving end up in the best spot for him with Mark Cuban because Mark Cuban is the type of owner where if that's who you are, that's who we
Yep.
support. I think Mark Cuban easily for me is probably the best
He
owner
should
in the
he should,
league.
he should,
As
he
far
should
as
buy the Cowboys.
yep, definitely, definitely, definitely above
Hell
them.
yeah.
Definitely. Jerry Jones is
Yep.
delusional. But it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good because they still got Hart, what's his name,
Yeah, I think
Hartenstein or something. The dude.
Isaiah Hartenstein. And the Knicks are gonna be a top three team. I just don't know if they're gonna be a second or third seed. You want to be up there because you get to avoid the first seed until the Eastern Conference Finals.
And who all you say who you all you got the top
Right
three?
now, if everything stands still and the Knicks don't make another move, which I highly doubt they're gonna make another move, I see them at two behind Boston. Then I see Philly at three. Then I see the Bucks at four.
Bucks ain't made no moves
Yeah, but
either.
now you're going into a season where Damian Lillard sees what he has, and now he could be the person that's gonna take that ball away from Giannis.
You know what's crazy to me though? What's crazy though? You gonna think I'm crazy? I think Dame made the Bucks work.
At some point, I could agree with that, but it only takes a matter of time before he gets better and acclimates himself in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I mean he would maybe fit better, but how long did he play with Portland? Like Portland never got better with
Here-
Dame. Like never.
Here's the issue: he's played 7 years with Portland. Okay, and I think 8 years, if I'm correct. If I'm incorrect, 8 years.
Eight,
Here's the
8 years.
problem with Damian Lillard. The problem with Damian Lillard is that the owners never built around him. They kept on trading away pieces. C.J. McCollum, all these pieces never brought back anybody that could um um imitate. Or I mean what's that word that I'm looking for? Compliment.
Integrate. Did you get great?
Compliment
Okay.
what
Yep.
Damian Lillard does. As you can tell, he's been playing with 3-year, 4-year pros. He's never had a major vet besides C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, but who all was on the squad when it was him and CJ? They had a nice little Portland
Yeah,
squad
they had
when it was
him.
CJ.
It was CJ. I think was one of the Plumley brothers. There was a
Yeah.
bunch of other role players that complimented Lillard and McCollum. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a major star like a Giannis. You know what I'm saying? So
It's just I don't know, man. I don't know if he's too late in his career. For me, I see what you're saying though. I do agree with you though. Uh, I think if it's a close game, Dame is deadly. I just don't. I think we took for
Dame time.
granted Drew Holiday. Yeah, I think we took for granted though Drew's Holiday
Yeah,
impact
yeah.
because and people gonna think I'm crazy, but I think Drew Holiday is a better player
Because
than
he plays
Damian Lillard.
defense
Yes, yes, he's gonna get you 20
and
points,
lock down
and he's gonna lock up the point
backs.
guard or
Yep.
whoever. Damian Lillard can get you 30 or 40, but you could score 30 or 40
That's the
on him.
only problem.
Yeah, that's his only problem. Like he's a defensive liability
Yeah.
bad. Like But hey, you never know. I think that I'm probably in agreement with you. I think it will probably be. I think Boston kind of only because they
Yeah,
champs. You know what I'm saying? But I think, and we hadn't seen New York
that's
yet.
the only issue I'm having.
So
Yeah,
just because we just ain't seen them just yet, I'm gonna say New York, Philly, and then not New York, but Boston, Philly, then
Mm,
New York. Only because we haven't seen New York yet, and it might take another year for them to
yeah,
gel.
true. They could
But Julius,
switch. New York and Philly could switch 2 and 3 because they got Paul George, and we don't know what type of Paul George is gonna play along Embiid. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So they could flip flop each
that's true.
position. But those are the top 4 teams in the East because the East has always been the weaker division, and I really don't see anybody else just surprising me.
That's true. That's true. All right. So we go into we can agree to
Copy,
disagree
copy.
on a few things. We can agree on most. So we can go into our next subject, which I'm gonna throw this surprise
What's up?
curveball in there for you. Is Kawhi Leonard should Kawhi Leonard be considered career overrated?
Mm. It's hard because of the injuries. The injuries really stumped him from being called overrated. He's a
Do
great defender. He could score. He's won a championship. He's won a Finals MVP. So he has the accolades to be called, one of the top players in the league. The problem is that the guy lives off of injuries.
yeah.
He's getting paid to stay on the bench,
If and half the injuries don't even look legit, like legitimate injuries.
especially
Like
that
they
Spurs
close.
saga that happened.
Yep. Yep. So this is what I say with that. So he won MVP. He shouldn't have. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Uh, he had 2 prime years of great defense. After that, he was a bum, because he stayed injured all the time. Well, he starts having secret injuries
out
that
of the blue.
nobody knew about, not even his own damn his
Doc,
team. Yeah,
doctor.
uh, yeah, and then he only won at teams that was already established because, Spurs was already a championship team. I think they had just kept 2 years before prior, just came off a championship or somewhere up in there?
They beat the Heat.
Yeah, they beat the Heat. So they was already established. And then you go to Toronto, who had just made the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? And you go there, and they really you was hurt then, but you came in. You balled out in the playoffs. But he will always ball out more than everybody else in the playoffs because he's hurt through the whole season.
Here's the funny thing about that. When they went that year to the championship against the Warriors, two things happened that people get so upset that I keep on bringing it up. That series game 7 against Philadelphia, where he got the inbound pass.
Threw it
He
behind the
took,
board type
yeah,
thing.
remember he shot the fadeaway to win it all?
Yeah.
No one wants to call out the fact that he took 4 steps before he
Oh, he
dribbled.
definitely. I said that to somebody else before. He traveled he traveled out of his.
Then you face the Warriors, who lost KD, who ruptured his Achilles.
Yep.
Then Klay Thompson tore his ACL
No,
on
that was his hamstring,
on
wasn't
the
it?
hamstring,
Yep. He
and you
popped.
lost two shooters. Of course, the Raptors are going to win that series.
Yep. And that's why I say it's quite overrated. Now he had 2 prime years where he wouldn't have been considered overrated at the time, but for his entirety of his career, I think he's overrated.
And he gets paid like a super. He gets paid like a megastar.
Super max everywhere he's went, and this dude has showed. Now he's a humble person, but he has. To, is it humble or is he humbly arrogant?
Well, what I've understood is that the death of his, I think, the death of his father or a sister, something like that, has really gotten to him that he's humbled himself, and he doesn't talk about it as much. But he's one of those people that I think how you hit it on the nail, like he's humbly arrogant.
Yeah, because Pat Beverly told a story where they was in practice, and I guess somebody did a screen, and they called for the switch, and he told the coach, "Have you heard the story?"
Mm-mm.
And he told the coach, he was like, "Why you got to switch that?" And he was like, "Why?" And he was like, "Because it's the switch is it's not a good fit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's what am I looking for? It's like a disadvantage." He's
Mm-hmm.
like, "Well, why is he playing if he can't guard him?" Like that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like it's mismatches. Why? Like we see you in mismatches where you have to switch all the time because you can't keep up with the people no more. Or
Mm-hmm.
you injured half the time, but you mean it to see, that's what I'm saying, like, that's in practice, so you don't even wanna like, it's like he's holding the team hostage because
Mm-hmm.
Clippers signed him to that crazy contract, now they gotta stick with his robotic ass. No, ain't nobody else gonna pick up that contract, and I think his best years are behind him after this contract ends. I think probably after the last year of his contract, they gonna dump him. They're not even gonna play the last contract out, they gonna fight it.
I think to me personally, because injuries has caught up with him, he has rings. I think this should be his final year. Just
I
compensate back to the Clippers because every time they get close to the playoffs, either you're injured or
Yep,
you're about to get injured.
yep, yep. Yeah, that's the same thing with Joel Embiid. Like they wouldn't even win the games they won in the playoffs if it wasn't for Harden scoring 50 on going for 50 one night or something like that. And then
Mm-hmm.
like the other night doing, but and Joel Embiid was hurt the whole time. Then when he came back, the chemistry was thrown so off. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? 'Cause you had PJ Tucker, he played with Harden in Houston, so they was pretty much in sync. It's just Joel Embiid get there, he demands so much of the ball, but Harden, he moves like that.
Yeah.
If you this is what's crazy. I'm a in that time at that right there at that time in that playoff series with the 76. If you trade Embiid out for Clint Capella,
Mm-hmm.
they might win that series.
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I'm just saying at that time, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Only
Yeah.
because they know each other. And Clint Capella knows his role. He don't care about no extras. He's just give me what I get.
That's
I
it.
block shots and I get what I can get. Now we don't want Joel Embiid to be like that though, because he's too talented.
Yeah.
But coming back in a game injured, your mindset should be like, let me just do the intangibles. I get what I get right now. This is his show because he won. He just went for 50 and won us this last game when we was getting our ass whooped.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but anyway, for me, Kawhi Leonard, overrated. He's crap.
Time to retire.
Yeah. So our next subject will be Devonte Adams wanting to be traded from the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
what you think about that situation?
Seven teams are lined up to grab this man. That's all I gotta say.
So if that's the case, where do you think he should go?
Ah, you got the Jets, you got the Bills, you got the Giants in that mix, but I highly doubt they're gonna get him. Who else is up in that list? I heard the Patriots. I think Patriots are on that list. Didn't
He
he
ain't
play for
going,
Green?
he ain't
Huh?
going to the Giants. He want to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing my team out there just in case, if he's
Yeah.
watching this podcast, I'm saying, yo, come to the Giants. You know what I'm saying?
No, Devontae, don't do that shit.
Go to Tennessee. You'll take him? Yeah, I know you take him. I know you take him.
Think we won't? You think we won't?
Well, he's talented, man. I mean, he deserves to be on a team that's gonna win. So, you know,
Give me
I
your top three real primary teams that you think that he can go and probably possibly change something and win a Super Bowl. Exclude the Chiefs.
exclude the Chiefs, exclude the Buccaneers. I would. Hey, man, listen, I would love to see him in a Ravens uniform.
I said that. I said that. The Ravens, because they only have a couple of defensive players and Lamar Jackson like super max contracts, right?
Yes.
So there has to be some kind of way to fit him in. Zay Flowers is good. You got Bateman, but none of those guys have huge contracts.
No, they don't.
I
No,
would I would definitely take that.
I could see. Look, right now, I could see the Ravens pursuing him. I could definitely see the Bills pursuing him, and I could definitely see the Jets pursuing him.
Yeah, yeah. I think the Jets need to sit Aaron Rodgers' trash ass down though.
I would gladly trade Aaron Rodgers for a bottle of Gatorade and Doritos right now, bro.
Uh, Malik Willis looked a whole lot better. No, was it Malik Willis? I was running the Jets. Who was running the Jets until Aaron Rodgers came back?
Oh wow.
No. I mixed up. I'm sorry. That's the Packers. Malik Willis looked good with the Packers. Anyway, Aaron Rodgers does not look good with the Jets. He looks
Mm.
slow. He looks old. He can't escape the pocket, so he's not a threat. Like the Jets probably should have went with a younger QB.
I would
They
have
might
told.
they might have should have went and got Kirk Cousins.
They should have just kept Geno Smith.
They should have. Gino over there in Seattle looking like Mike Vick every now and then.
That's a heavy comparison, bro. But yeah, I think they should have kept Geno Smith.
Yeah, for real.
You know how many? I just saw a number. These last 4 games, there was like over what? How many field goals have happened for the last 4 games for every team?
Listen, who was that score?
I heard it's a record.
One team kicked like what 7 in a game last week.
That was I think no, it wasn't the Giants. The Giants kicked 5, I think it was.
Damn, who cooked somebody? It was all field goals. All 8 points came from field goals.
Yeah. And then that was it Sunday we had 2 teams that only had field goal games.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
wow.
So as much as they making the league for offense, hey, it's tough. It's
Yeah.
definitely tough.
But Devonte Adams, those are the 3 teams I see. Unless there's a surprising team that come out the blue, but right now I think it's the Bills, Ravens, and the Jets.
Let me see. So let me see the team I could think of. Maybe Bills, yeah, because they lost Dig. Um, hmm. I think he might end up in the Saints with the Saints.
You think so?
Derek Carr. That's the reason why he went to the Raiders was to play with Derek Carr. And they said one of the coaches that raised Devonte Adams from from his mid youth years is in New Orleans too on the Saints.
Mm, mm.
So that might be something, you know what I'm saying, huge right there.
That might be a surprise team because I don't even picture the Saints trying to go after Devonte Adams.
Michael Thomas is what is he even still there?
I don't even know.
So
I
I'm
haven't seen
saying,
him play. I haven't seen him play in a long time.
yeah, so you get Devonte Adams, you good. And then let me see who else. Maybe Atlanta,
Mm,
and then Washington.
that's gonna be tough.
Him and McLaurin, ain't that his name?
Yeah, but that's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the cap, yeah, but you got Jaden Daniels though. You ain't paid no. I mean, that's his name, Jaden Daniels. So
Yeah.
you ain't paid a quarterback no crazy money. So you have available money for at
Mm,
least the next 2 years.
mm, true.
And what another TV contract is coming up.
Yeah, at the end of the season.
Yeah, so you got there. You finna get some more money. You're gonna get the cap. Salary cap is gonna go up. So if you sign him now, the salary cap go up, and Jaden Daniels pans out in 2 years. You have the money for Jaden Daniels.
True. So yeah, that's a good 5. That's a good 5 picks right there.
Yeah.
I like that. I like those picks.
Uh, unfortunately, I think he gonna end up somewhere crazy. Somewhere,
Probably a team that probably one of the teams we didn't even mention.
man. Like I don't know, man. Like probably Carolina or some crazy shit.
Imagine that, man. I'm telling you.
He'll be pissed.
Yeah, he'll be definitely pissed. He's gonna want to retire and come back.
Yeah. So Devontae Adams, if you listen to us, come to Tennessee.
Come to New York. The Giants is looking for you.
If you don't want coaches dancing all in your videos, playing with the baby oil, come to Tennessee.
Leave that man alone.
Come to Tennessee, man.
Leave that man alone.
Take that.
Yeah, bad boy for life, huh?
Yeah. Come to Tennessee.
Call
But
him
look,
New York, Devonte Adams. You get a bacon, egg, and cheese in any grocery store, 24 hours.
listen, New York. get rid of all their stars. Don't go over there. They treat all their people wrong. Look, and look how they did Melo. Melo was the savior around there. Gave his guts. They ain't never give Melo a team in New York.
Never,
And
never.
but Melo loved New York though. Melo, I love Melo. I love the New York Melo more than I did the Nuggets Melo.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
also think Melo should still be in the league right now too, though, for real talk. Because
That what?
I think he should have still been in the league right now.
Nah, he retired. I think it was. I think it was his time because his mind wasn't into it no more.
Only because the league for the last 5 years act like they was trying to push him out.
Yeah,
Like, you know
they
what I'm saying?
they
Like,
blackballed him.
yeah, they did. Hell yeah, they did. You know why though? Because he was supposed to be Melo was supposed to be bigger than LeBron to me.
Yeah,
But they wanted LeBron to be the chosen. Melo was a threat to LeBron's legacy. That's why they never gave him a team.
yeah, of course. And George Karl kind of hindered it too.
Fuck George Karl. Long
Yeah,
neck,
can't
baboon
stand
dude.
him. Can't stand that man at all, man. I'm telling you,
And then he was trolling Melo earlier the part of the year. Did you see that shit on Twitter and shit? I can't stand George Karl, bro.
bro. Someone needs to take his phone away, put it in a Ziploc bag, bury it in the bag because that man is smearing anything that Carmelo did.
Yep.
He's trying to smear it.
He sure is. He
I
sure
can't.
is.
I can't stand that man.
That just shows that what Carmelo was saying over the years about George Karl was right.
100% correct.
Yep, yep. And I think a lot of people seeing that though, because a lot of people giving Melo a whole lot of more credit now though. Like seriously, I don't care. He had the best feet game I think ever can be compared in the NBA. I don't.
He had the best. To me, he had the best. One of the best mid range jump shots
Oh, the best.
in this era, not the MJ era. Because I know people always say, "Oh no, Michael Jordan this,
He
Michael."
had the best one then. Michael Jordan ain't. Melo would have killed Jordan. I'm gonna be honest. He
But
would have
listen,
killed him.
there's a lot of people that, to me personally, can go one on one with MJ and give MJ the work.
Now, if MJ got the ball, you in trouble.
I mean, you're gonna
Anybody
get the
in
ball,
trouble.
of course.
But if Melo get the ball,
Mm,
MJ is gonna be sore for real. Yeah, you could put Melo literally like his scoring is phone booth scoring. He
hmm
does not need but that much space to bust you up all day.
That's it.
I think
Mid-
Melo, I think Melo is the most complete scorer I've ever seen. Like
yeah,
this.
that's why he's top 10. He's actually ninth on the all time scoring list, ninth or
Yeah.
10th around there.
And his years were cut short. Like I'm
Yeah,
telling you, that jab step, boom, boom that's man, I don't man, Melo was a monster, dude. Like serious
facts,
problem.
facts.
Anytime Kobe said I hated guarding Melo. Kobe is two people that Kobe always put on a pedestal. That was T Mac and that was Melo.
Yup,
Telling you. T Mac mid range game, I put up there with Melo. Because T Mac,
yup.
God, lead.
T
T
Mac
Mac,
was a problem,
yeah. I just wish I could have seen some of Brandon Roy. More of Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy was a monster in Portland, dog.
but he had
The knees.
his knees were destroyed.
Yep, yep.
Nothing
That's
you
what
could
I'm
do
saying.
about
We could have got a prime Brandon Roy, or I don't think they pushed DeMarcus Cousins out the league.
it. Yeah, but some of it does fall on his
He was
shoulders
crazy,
too.
man. He was crazy.
No, 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 no. I don't think he was crazy. It's just he had a very short fuse,
He was
and it didn't
crazy.
help, huh?
He crazy.
Well, okay,
He
I didn't
over
want to
there,
go that route.
he over there in China kicking little Chinese people. Did you see that?
Yeah,
Man, he over there kicking them people, man.
picking
They,
him up and
they
tossing
hollering,
him to the stands.
yeah, they hollering Godzilla, Godzilla. He over there kicking them and shit. I'm telling you, man, Boogie crazy.
Boogie's nuts, bro.
All right, so it brings us to our final. LeBron James says he has nothing left to offer. He has nothing left to prove to the NBA. Is he correct?
Mm. Yeah, he's done. I don't even know why he's still playing.
A
And I'm
lot,
a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan.
right?
Why? Look, he's done everything he needed to do. You broke the record scoring. You did this. You just right now. You're just there to play ball with your son. You might play until Bryce comes into the league, because obviously they're gonna grant you to play with Bryce on the Lakers. But other than that, he has really nothing else to prove. There's no other record that man could break that needs to be broken.
Yeah, that's true.
I
His
mean,
longevity, he's been there forever. Dude, like dude played like 20 how many years? What,
this is his
23?
22nd year.
22nd year. So you've been playing for 22 straight years without serious injury.
Yeah.
Uh, you did all that just to break MJ's any kind of MJ's record. Tried your
Yep.
I don't think you couldn't break the championships. You're probably not gonna break that.
It's
But
not gonna happen.
no, but you ain't got nothing else to prove to these people at the time, man. Like
Nah,
he
just
played
go out. Just
now.
go out peacefully, man. That's it, man.
Only thing he doing now is holding teams hostage.
Yeah.
Get out the way, man. Like you scoring 20 points a game, but they meaningless points. It doesn't make the Lakers better.
I mean, for his age, I mean, I get it.
Yeah,
You know, there's rarely do you see a man his age give you 20 plus points a game
yeah.
consistently.
The point is it's not making a difference right now. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you're gonna go get it. You're gonna go get 8 rebounds. You're gonna drive it. They're gonna give it to you, but it's not. The points are not making a difference. Anthony Davis can't stay healthy to save his damn soul. Uh,
That boy needs some milk.
yeah, like real talk. So I think if the Lakers would have kept that core just long enough, if LeBron would have drove them out, Kuz and Brandon Ingram,
Brandon.
that core, that young core, I think right now, LeBron would have been in a great place.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's the magic of business. You know, that's how basketball works. I mean, they move on, they get younger, less money to deal with, more money for the superstars. It's like that on every team. So it's not much that the Lakers can do. How much more can you get rid of? You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think they. I mean, I don't know. For me, it's just like every team LeBron go to, he destroys when he leaves, or he destroys while he's there.
Yeah.
Uh, he might get you a championship, but truth be told, if D Wade is not that guy in Miami, or Ray Allen them ain't as clutch as they are, Bosh don't, man, you don't get like they shouldn't even been in that predicament to where they possibly could have went 1-3 in championship.
True.
Like even though Dirk Nowitzki is that guy for real, but
I can't stand when look. You and I have been around sports for a very long time. If I'm gonna play a sport, I don't. I get it. This goat debate nonsense really frustrates me because you know, I guarantee the person that came up with this goat debate is a dude sitting in his mom's basement eating Doritos.
probably yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fair that the measuring stick for any player, LeBron, Steph, whoever, has to be you're not a GOAT if you don't have 6-0.
Yeah, that ain't cool with me. I think Curry over the years has not gotten the credit that he deserves for sure. They
Exactly.
treat that man like shit, and that man is the. I think Curry is the greatest offensive. I think he's the greatest player I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that man bag is crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, like shoot, like dude, they try to act like this man doesn't have handles. This handles is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and they don't give him. You gotta think. I look at it like this: Curry and LeBron is each other's kryptonite because if you take Curry out of the equation, LeBron probably wins 9 championships.
Just about.
You know what I'm saying? Because how many he got now? Four?
LeBron got
Four.
5.
No, no,
No,
no, no, four.
LeBron got 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Curry
He got,
got 4 as well, right?
yeah, so you got two in Miami. He got one in Cleveland, one in LA. So he got
Yes,
four.
sir.
Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. He's definitely the greatest shooter, without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's what one of the people said. But yeah, he
Yeah.
got four. Curry got four. So I think he at least would have had 8.
Yeah. Yeah. But the
7.
problem the problem is again it goes back to the fact that he can't be considered a great because everybody's measuring stick is MJ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. To me, I've seen everybody play. I've seen LeBron play. I've seen Jordan play. I've seen Kobe play. God bless his soul.
Kobe is closer to MJ to me. That to me
Kobe,
than anybody else.
and this is what I tell people all the time. Kobe is exactly what Jordan would be in if he played in this era.
If you play in this era. Yep, you're right. That's 100% correct. Because people saying Jordan can't play in this era. Bullshit. Kobe
Kobe,
dominated this era.
Kobe.
And Kobe is exactly Jordan. They
You
had
know
the
what I'm saying?
same type of speed. They was
Yeah,
defensively sound.
yeah.
They 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 mentality, you know what I'm saying? It's just only thing that Kobe could dunk and shit. But only thing about Jordan is I swear dude had wings in his pocket or something.
Yeah,
Like his calmness in the air is I don't know. That would
it's
not
angelic.
yeah, it is. And that he has a nostalgia that cannot be compared. I think that's what people comparing GOAT to is his nostalgia, like his aura. You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
Yeah,
it won't be another aura of Jordan. It would just won't.
never, never. But this is the thing. To me, the greatest player of all time in this era is between LeBron and Curry. And it's not fair that they're gonna keep on doing this for the rest of their lives because at the end of the day, LeBron has done something no one has ever done. You
Yep,
go to 10 finals, which that's your job to do,
yep.
and you win championships. I ask, what are the criterias of a GOAT that's needed? He's done everything MJ's done, but MJ's did it 6 times and he won 6 times. That's the only difference.
I think that the fact because MJ done it with less, but whatever. We got. He said Curry take legacy takes a hit because people try to hold grabbing KD for the next two
That they,
that they want. I hate that they do that to Curry because LeBron left a team to go to a stacked team. Like they stacked, like even though Boston tried to so called they started a big three, that wasn't a prime
the
big
big
three.
four, the big
Yeah,
four.
they had it before, but it wasn't a
Yeah,
prime. You know what I'm saying? The Miami was a prime big three. You can't even call it big three because they had Shane Battier, right? You had Ray Allen,
Mike Miller
Mike Miller, Chris Bosh, LeBron James,
and
uh,
Dwayne Wade.
and D Wade.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, you still got Haslam at that time. You had what was the little point guard dude name? Uh
Um,
Black
oh my God, Norris,
Norris. I forget his first name, but Norris.
Mookie Norris.
No, Mutu Norris was Houston
Oh,
Rock.
years ago.
Yeah,
I will get his first name.
hey
I
Carter,
know
what's
it's
his name?
Norris.
Norris. Look it up, Carter. Tell us what it is. Chalmers. No.
Mario Chalmers,
They had Chalmers too, though. They had Mario Chalmers. But
and they
what's the
had Norris. They had a Norris there.
yeah, what's the Norris? Hey,
Norris Coles. Norris
Norris
Coles.
Code. There it is. Norris Code. Yes, them people was that's right. Them people and that Mario Chalmers, uh, them people was stacked, man.
Well, going back to what Carter said here about KD, please understand that Steph Curry took a step back for KD to shine
Yeah, he did.
because he could have taken over any game he wants.
Yep,
Because that year that KD came over to Golden State, Curry took a step back.
yep. And that was more of a hey, KD, they've been talking that shit. Bust
This is all
LeBron
you.
James ass.
Exactly.
Show him that LeBron James can't. But and that's why like KD don't talk bad about Curry none whatsoever. He don't even look at it like oh they needed me. He don't even look at it like that. KD knew the assignment. I guarantee you their conversation was, look, we're gonna get you where you need to go. Bust his motherfucking ass.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And Draymond Green is the downfall of the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
He's the downfall of the Golden State Warriors. I would have traded Draymond before I let KD lead that team.
Yeah, but that was the whole issue because the front office, first of all, the front office never sat them down to
Yep.
talk about what happened in the sidelines.
Yep.
So that's why KD got up and left. You know what I'm saying? And then, Steph and Clay were trying to convince KD to stay, but he was saying, you got to get rid of Draymond.
Yeah, I think they should have at that point because Draymond had he started so much disruption at that point. Like at that point of his career, is Draymond was after KD leaves. If they should have thought if KD leaves, how effective would Draymond be at that point? Clay is starting to have these fucking hamstring injuries.
Hmm.
Like how effective is Draymond going to be at this point?
And
He's
he's lucky he got his fourth ring because Steph carried him through the Boston
Man,
series.
I said Stephanie. Steph must have pulled the Greek gods power out of his body. Like, dude, he just as old as LeBron, just like 2 years young. He does not. I think Curry is the most enduring of any player in NBA history, without a doubt. He is the embodiment of Reggie Miller 2.0. Because Reggie Miller never stopped running.
Movement without the ball.
Without the Curry never stops running, and he does everything.
Very true. Very true.
I Curry needs a lot more credit for what he does. People say he just shoots, but you can go look at his chart. That man averages just as much 2 pointers as he does 3 pointers. He's man. Now he might averages about 5, 6 assists a game.
Yeah, just about around there. Maybe 4.5, 5.
Yeah, somewhere up in there. That's decent for a shooting point guard. He's a hybrid point guard, if you want to call it that. I just say he's Mr. Bust Your Ass.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I just LeBron doesn't have nothing else to prove to the league.
No, he's
Um,
done. I think he's just playing with his son. That's it. I think this should be his last year, but I know he's going to wait for Bryce to come into play and then leave the team on a high note because it's not what other record can you break? There's nothing else to do but win championships, and the
yeah,
Lakers are far from a championship.
'cause he done broke all the good records and all the bad records. He just might as well just sit the fuck down. Like
Yeah, just call it a season, bro.
it's over, man.
Yeah, that's it, man. We thank you for the 22 years, bro.
I think secretly though, he wants to play with Steph before he retires.
Yeah, but he's not gonna go to Golden
No,
State.
he ain't gonna go to Golden State. He wants Steph to leave Golden State, but Steph ain't gonna do that unless Golden State does something very disrespectful. But they just gave him 60 a year.
Yeah, I think just they because I already know what's happening. Either they don't get Giannis in Golden State, or Curry's gonna pack his bags and go to LA to play with LeBron one year.
I don't know if Curry wants to tarnish that legacy because he's gonna go. He's done something. Curry's done something LeBron hadn't done, and he's won all his championships on one team.
Yeah,
He might hold that one in his pocket.
yeah, but I think Curry wants to win one more.
I do too.
I think he wants to win one more, and I think he wants to do it with someone he's comfortable with. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So why not? I mean, the NBA is already a shit show. Everybody's teaming up with their friends.
I
It's
don't.
not gonna tarnish his legacy anyway. He's already won chips.
I don't think that'll be wrong long as they get Melo out of retirement. Give Melo one, man. Give my dog one, man.
Yeah, put him in LA with one last time. Give him
One
one
last
last run.
time. And he was decent in his role in LA though.
He
He was
was
decent in his role. He was averaging 12 quickly.
easy.
That I think he's going for the assist record or at least trying to get number two. I do too though. I
Chris Paul is playing. He's not gonna get number two.
Chris Paul is he playing? He's playing, but is he?
He's gonna play during the season, but he's gonna sit
Yeah,
down in the playoffs because he's gonna pull his elbow.
is he? When the last time Chris Paul ever played a quarter of a season?
Ah, uh,
Ten
last time he played a
seasons?
last time he played a full season was with the Rockets.
No, no, New Orleans.
Oh, the Hornets.
Yeah, it was because and with us, we could have beat Golden State twice. We probably would have had at least one championships out of those two. But Chris
Yeah,
Paul got hurt like he started off the season hurt. James Harden carried the team. We get to the playoffs, hurt instantly. Chris Paul. He always played 1 or 2 games in the playoffs and he was hurt. He was done. Done. Every time. Done.
yo, that guy's chopped up, bro.
Uh shout out to Hakeem, the Dream them for giving us our back-to-back NBA championships. Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Vernon too, man. Uncle Vernon, man. Shout out to Vernon.
Vernon Maxwell,
They
Mario
crazy.
Ellie.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Clyde for that second year too, though.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
they got rid of my dog Vernon, man. Shout out to Clyde, man.
yeah, good old times, man, for real. They beat up on Orlando and the bum Knicks.
Listen, we got the Knicks might win when Spike Lee stop going.
No, no, no. I think the Knicks might win a championship when Jim Dolan, John Dolan, James Dolan leaves the Knicks. He's the
That's
Jerry
true.
Jones of the
Yeah,
NBA.
he is. Yep, he is for real talk. Knicks should have had. Man, I'm telling you, when they had Melo them, and I think you had what was the center dude name? The shot blocker. Uh,
Marcus Camby.
you had man. Oh, you had two or three there. It was. You had was Kenny Martin in New York?
Yes, Kenyon Martin was in New York, and he also had played with Amari. He played
Yep.
with Marcus Cam. I think he played with Marcus Camby. I'm
Yeah,
not too
he played with Marcus Camby in New York and in
Denver.
Denver. Yep. Yeah. Man, and he had Porzingis.
Mm-hmm.
Melo helped develop Porzingis. For real, you know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Yeah, he did.
Just like Steve Francis did with Yao Ming. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the franchise, Steve Francis. If you see me, I love you, man. Shout out to you.
See, Francis, I remember the year he got picked to, by the Vancouver Grizzlies, and he said, "Nah,
No,
I'm retiring if you guys do not trade me."
for real, real. None of that. Doing
He
none of
said,
that.
I'm not going to Vancouver."
Send me to Houston, baby.
Yep.
And he's a legend. He became a legend.
Hell yeah. Play with Yao Ming.
Yep. Uh, yeah, man. I think the days of the NBA they trying to make it more exciting, but I think it's losing its luster. I don't
Well,
I don't know why. It's still I love it. It's still fire to me, but back then it felt different. It meant something back then. Like you was real fans of your teams. Like you knew all the players, even the bench players. Uh,
yeah.
it's not the same.
That's what changed was social media. What changed was the contracts. What changed was loyalty, and what changed was business owners that run the NBA teams. That's what damaged the league now. It's not the players. The players are there. They're performing. They're defending. They're shooting. They're dunking. It's the things around them that damaged the image of the NBA.
That's true. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get ready to end this, but in this we're gonna have a contest or a lineup basically. You're gonna pick your starting five, pick my starting five. We'll do one player at a time. If we was doing
Okay.
a draft, but each position, like if I pick a point guard, you pick a point guard. We're gonna do a starting five lineup and see who
Okay.
gets the best one, and we can paper rock scissors if you want to for first place. I mean for who goes.
That- you can go first. It's all good.
All right, so oh shit. Uh, first is always hard. I
What you
think
starting with? Center.
I'm gonna start with my point guard.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go. hmm, I'm gonna go ahead and take. I'm gonna go ahead and take Steph.
Steph Curry.
Yep.
Hmm. It's a good pick. I'm gonna go old school. I'm gonna go old school. I'm a pass first guard. Person on my team, Steve Nash.
That's solid. I thought you was gonna go somewhere else there, but that's solid though.
I like Steve Nash. I like pass first guard.
All right, so for my shooting guard, I'm gonna go. mm, Uh, I'm trying to
Pick
think.
pick that man. I know you want to pick that man.
I'm gonna go James Harden.
mm, tough.
That's his original position. It was shooting guard. So I'm gonna put him.
Yeah, tough, tough. Um, I will go. Hmm. Damn, this is wild, but I'm gonna have to go with it. I'll stick with MJ shooting guard.
Yeah, I didn't want to put MJ in it. I was just like, let me see if I could beat a team without MJ. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Okay, so small forward, I'm gonna take T Mac.
Mm. I'm matching you with Kobe.
Okay, okay. You got a solid ass team too. You got Nash, Kobe, MJ. Ooh, solid. I got I got Curry, James Harden, T Mac. Power forward, I'm gonna go Tim Duncan.
Mm. Big fundamental.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Power forward. I gotta get a good power forward. Mm. It's wicked tough. It's not a lot of power forwards. I gotta go back to the bank. Um, Let me see. Power forward. I need physicality for my power forward. Sean Kemp.
Okay, I got you. I got you. He's a monster. My center ain't
Ooh.
gonna be who you think it is. Well, maybe, because I'm taking Akeem Olajuwon on my center.
I was gonna pick him if you didn't pick him.
Was you?
I was gonna pick him if you didn't pick him. Um, Centers is tough because Hakeem could shoot, do this Hakeem shuffle, take it to the basket. Mm.
You might as well go and take who we the only other option.
Nah. I know exactly what you're going. I'm not. I like it, but I need fundamentals at
You
the
know who
center.
I thought you was gonna take at power forward though?
So
I thought you was gonna say Dirk.
yeah, I was going that route, but Sean Kemp, man, I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, he's a
I,
monster.
I,
He,
I
he,
think he could. I think he could body Tim Duncan down low.
Bruce Strength, he gonna do. Well, he gonna get to the hole, but Timmy surprised you with that weird optimism. But he gonna break Timmy hand after about 5 or 6 dunks.
My center was a future Rocket. I'm going with Yao Ming.
See, that's yeah, shit, yeah. Cause Yao is gonna match the Dream, feet working all.
Yeah,
Dream was just a little bit more crisp with with the tightness. The in
yeah. Oh
Yao
yeah.
Yao is gonna pull Dream out the three and bust his ass up.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah,
That was a good list, man. You got a good list there.
yeah. You solid though. I think you might have got me because you had Steve Nash, Jordan, Kobe,
Kobe, Kemp, and Yao.
and Yao, and I had Curry, James Harden, T Mac, Tim Duncan, and King.
Yeah, Tim Duncan and Hakeem on the same team. Oof.
It is
Hmm.
crazy. That is crazy.
That's a solid lineup.
Yeah, but that's a solid lineup. Hey, if y'all heard our lineups, y'all can put in the comments later on who y'all think won. We appreciate y'all for tuning in to the sports circuit. Y'all can see us tomorrow night after the game too, cause we definitely gonna see what we talking about. We're gonna see who gonna do what, and y'all can catch us on Sundays night. And we might just pop up like this and just talk. If it's an update in sports, we gonna be here.
Yep. As soon as you hear that ESPN bell, we're there.
We there. We there. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all put y'all cucumbers on your eyes. Some of y'all ugly.
And the Dallas Cowboys still suck.
Trash. No, Bubba Dub might try to sue me, but they dumpster juice. All right.